It is LeBron. Wow, as we welcome you into here to Game Time. How about this Sunday?
Let me tell you right now, you saw that he tried to get a loose nine. He might be running back out the other side. He is on one right now. He's upset. And I think sometimes we only got a chance to see what happens. A lot of times in a game, there could be several instances going up and down the court. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see more. But what we just saw, all I can tell you is sometimes, Candace, everybody has different trigger points. When you see blood and you don't get the right response. So if Candace, not you, Jared, I'm going to use you because Candace is too pretty. You, different.
By the way, Candace has gotten into one of the great fights in WNBA history.
In Detroit.
Right.
Well, you know, in the water
there's
there.
a lot of things going on in Detroit. I'm from there. You know, we've had.
Okay, hold on. Let me update you on what just happened. So the referees are reviewing. LeBron has been ejected for a flagrant penalty, too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's sometimes you're down there flailing from boxing out. You've gotten right now. He is going to make that run. We call that home run circle.
Yeah, well, the security better know LeBron's coming that way, too. We don't want him to meet in the middle.
Let me update you. Welcome into the program on what is already a jam-packed news night around the NBA. Steve Smith, the WNBA champion. We're contractually obligated. I just got the piece of paper to call her Miss Parker now. Candace is with us, if we may. I'm Jared Greenberg. We're here with you for the whole night. We've got news on firings. We've got news on superstars on the verge of returning to action. But the big breaking news, literally moments before we came on the air, is LeBron James has been ejected after a flagrant foul penalty, too. Isaiah Stewart, who took that forearm above his right eye from LeBron, has also been ejected from the game. And I'd imagine that he continues to break away from security there. I mean, this is a guy who plays with some composure, typically.
He plays hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those guys that is one of those guys hard to box out. And he's, let's say, skillful-wise, his skills are in his effort. And that's how he makes his living, because he's going to have to outwork you, play hard. He's played the same way and watched him in college. Don't know him personally. Yeah. I just know that the way he plays to make all-rookie, he wasn't one of these guys that everybody was talking about will be an all-rookie team. He works extremely hard. And I will tell you, just understanding, I can tell when he's walking off, he told everybody, I'm good. But once they let go, he was going right back after people.
Give you some housekeeping. Again, LeBron James has been ejected after being assessed a flagrant foul penalty 2, which again means unnecessary and excessive contact. That is the second ejection of LeBron James' career. Just the second time LeBron has ever been tossed from a game. Isaiah Stewart, obviously he was ejected from that outburst of emotion afterwards. No, it's tough to keep your composure after getting your eye cut open, but he didn't do so. He was tossed. We are likely to see more to come from the league, and it'll be interesting to see all the comments from people about LeBron, whether he is suspended or not for going above the neck, which the league has been incredibly sensitive to over the last several years. Also, Russell Westbrook receiving a technical foul on that play. And real quick, before we move on to our other breaking news, which is just amazing what's going on today, let's get to the game here just real quick. Lakers down by 12 to no offense here, a bad Detroit team after a 3-game losing streak. You've got LeBron back. You're starting to get pieces in this lineup back. This is a bad sign for this Laker team, for people who are, for the argument who says pump the brakes, we're not till Christmas yet. The people on the other side of that argument are going to feed into that watching this game right now.
Well, I definitely think that. And, a lot of it is the defensive end. That has been where they have struggled the most. Obviously, offensively, trying to find their rhythm with Russell Westbrook now being inserted into the lineup, LeBron being out. But defensively, I mean, you think about who they lost, Caruso, who now is in talks to being on all defensive team in the NBA. Talk about Montrezl Harrell, Kuzma, Schroeder, not defensively, but energy-wise.
KCP,
Yeah, KCP. Energy really covers up a lot of that. You're able to win games and be in games as a result of energy, and it just seems as though early in the season they don't have it.
Yeah, and to Candace's point, let's look. They have a lot of guys that's been first options. First option guys don't dive and get offensive rebounds. First option guys, if they don't get the ball, sometimes don't sprint back. There are some guys that you got to have on your team and teammates that they play hard no matter what. They know that's their role. A lot of first option guys don't know how to cut to get another guy an open shot. They stand, wait. They're that good. They're that skillful where if I catch the basketball, I make things happen. But collectively in the NBA, it takes everybody. It takes all efforts. And yes, they didn't have training camp. So many new guys. it's taken him some while. And usually veteran teams, it takes a little bit longer on the offensive end because defensively you should all understand concepts and being able to just have the scouting report. Right now, they're having some problems.
Yeah, but those guys got to guard the best players on the other team.
And I'm going to go a step further. I think you're missing some guys on that coaching staff, and Lionel Hollins and Jay Kidd, that had no problem challenging superstars.
No question. One other wild note about this LeBron ejection. This is unbelievable. LeBron finishes the night with 10 points, which means his NBA record continues. This is now his 1,048th consecutive game scoring at least 10 points. You imagine how many times he's come this close to that streak snapping, and this time he gets ejected for the second time in his career, and he still keeps the streak going. So we will have more from this game. Obviously, we'll be following the storylines after the game to hear from LeBron. If Isaiah Stewart's made available, we'll see. Jeremy Grant is the big guy right now for the Pistons. He's playing incredibly well. Okay, that's the breaking news.
Stewart will not be available.
Probably not, yeah.